I've been seeing podcast equipment at your everyday store now. Saw it at Target. I was like, what? Target selling podcast equipment?
Gotta get tiles in.
Brand new FNN with the kit and the switch. When it hit, it go.
Seriously, we'll start the episode on this. It's the goal for every gun company to be mentioned in a rap video.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude, once you've been seen, like once Glock was seen in music videos, their stock was like through the roof.
It's true.
Through the roof.
It's true, man. Everyone's talking about Glocks.
Yeah. So
That's nuts.
this is the No Prisoners podcast where we talk about Glocks with Ryan Rumer from Worldwide Stereo.
Hey.
Might beep out the company that he works for based upon the rest of this episode. We're having a good time here today. Ryan's a good friend of the show. We're here at 86 West. I already mentioned that, but they are the stadium of the No Prisoners podcast. And we host a happy hour here once a month, last Wednesday of the month. Businesses, local people of the community coming together. Happy hour, usually sponsored open bar by a local business. Yeah, that's it. We're pumped to have Ryan here.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
We were
Thanks for
talking about WNBA, which I know nothing about.
It's fine.
NBA, which I also know nothing about. And then we just started getting hyped up.
Yeah.
And then started talking about Glock.
Yeah.
And the rest of the audience has caught up now.
No, yeah, it was a banger song, dude. Andrew texted me and he's like, yo, this chorus was hard. And I listened to it and the dude was like, pew, 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 pew. I was like,
Yeah, the best part is the sound effects he makes. He's like,
yeah.
as he's shooting a silenced pistol. It's just like, I was like, I don't think it sounds like that. But this dude plays way too many video games.
That is one of the biggest lies that has been fed to me by Hollywood.
Yeah.
Is that silenced pistols sound like pew, pew, pew.
No,
They
that's
don't.
right. It does make it a lot. I think a majority of people that buy silenced weapons are buying it because they shoot a lot, and it's better for your ears. It's truthfully what I think it is. It's like you don't want to be like just if you're shooting all the time, like that's ridiculously loud all the time.
Yeah.
If you can make that quieter, like it's definitely,
Enjoyable.
better for you.
Interesting.
Farmer's got a farm, Gilmore.
That's true.
What do you know about pistols?
I'm not a gun guy. I
Yeah.
go to a shooting range and shoot clay pigeons. I rent the gun goes back. I drive home.
Incredible.
I don't dabble with guns.
You could fool me.
Thanks.
See, that sounds like a good time, though.
Doesn't he look like he's got like a crazy sniper rifle at him in a respectful way, not in a school shooter?
No,
vibe.
that shit is modded out.
Yeah, it's definitely like he takes pride in it.
Yeah, pink camo or orange camo.
You can be honest with us.
Yeah, you can tell us you have a camo rifle.
I don't.
You don't have it.
There's no guns at my house.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, when I
maybe
turned
next time.
30, I went down the barbecue route, not the gun or the
Mm.
craft brew route.
That's right. You're a man of the queue. What kind of grill do you have? Like, do you smoke or do you grill?
I feel like smoking is a little outside my realm, so I decided to stick with the grill. So I have like a grill and I have like a flat top skillet that I use. So I'll do like smash burgers and like breakfast on that, or like I have a cast iron skillet and I'll put that on the stove top and I'll do steaks in that. So like I'm getting creative with my recipes. I have a couple friends who are really into it, like, hey, no, do this. So like my learning curve is like straight up.
Whoa.
Yeah, I feel like as a man, you need like a variety of skills, and cooking is definitely under that umbrella of skills you should have.
Yeah.
I can't cook at all.
I think you could.
I could
can.
figure it out.
You can figure it out.
Yeah, it wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, but you
It's
can
not like, I mean, I guess I can cook, but I can't chef.
eat.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Like you
Yeah.
and Ariel are chefing.
Yeah.
Like she's making like all kinds of things and like thinking about like today, like we switched to all natural peanut butter. Like it's literally just squished peanuts.
it's like oil, the
Yeah.
top third.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, literally she like went to a place and they like squeezed the peanuts for her into ooze.
That's fancy.
Yeah. I was like, all right. And she's like, what do you think? And then I was like, it's pretty, I can get used to it. He's like, I sprinkled some extra little salt on there. Like, and I'm like, dude, you're sprinkling salt on PB&J sandwiches. Like,
Yeah, she's going above, dude. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that sounds good though. A little bit of salt in your PB&J.
Yeah, and I was just like,
I'm gonna try it.
I was like, yeah, I tasted that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I have no idea. I devoured. I probably took 2 breaths in between me eating the whole thing.
Yeah, I've seen you smash a sandwich. I believe it.
Dude, I ate chicken parm last night.
Ooh.
She made chicken parm, like broccoli and like potatoes.
Nice.
And like she was like, oh, is it good? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, no, like that's not what I'm asking. Like, take a breath, buddy. Like,
I eat the same way.
Yeah.
I'm like literally
First one
like,
done.
I'm like, it's good.
Yeah. Have you seen those videos that girls do with their boyfriends or husbands or whatever, where they say they try to eat at their pace
Yeah.
and they just can't keep up?
Nope.
Because we fucking scarf shit down.
Yeah.
That's
I've never
crazy.
seen- yeah, because we got to get back to chopping wood.
Yeah.
It's biological.
Yeah. It's fucking destroying this
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? It's because we're oppressed.
What?
We're under the thumb of the ladies, man.
Oh,
We gotta
yeah.
stay. We gotta eat and get back to work.
That's true. That's all we're here to do is work, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Don't matter. You're tired too bad, bro.
Yeah.
Get back to work.
Yeah, that's why. Right? You know, that's like too bad, Dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds like that for a reason.
It's like from that movie Holes. I'm tired of dating Grandpa. That's too damn bad. That's a good one, yo. Yo, so do you have a special grill? Do you have a Treasure? Or what are you rocking with?
So I have a Weber.
Weber, hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I do with the Weber.
Weber's some good shit,
Yeah.
man.
Did you name your grill?
I did not yet. I just
Yeah.
got it the other day. So
Oh, this is new.
this is a new venture for
Whoa.
me. Yeah. So I'm process of building it, and once it's built, I'll do a couple meals. I'll be like, all right, maybe this is a Rebecca. Ooh, maybe Stephanie. Like, I don't know if we'll come up with a name.
Mm.
Yeah.
What made you go with the Weber?
For just the amount of research I did, like I have a Blackstone, like portable one that I'd use for tailgates or like camping. So I'm just like, let me see like the bigger Blackstones, and I wasn't too thrilled with what I read research wise. I'm not a review person, so I was like, oh, Weber just came out with their like flat top, which they call the Slate, and then I did all the research on that. I'm like, you know what, that's the one I want to go with. That seems like my Weber regular propane worked really well, so like just stick with the brand.
Yeah. You taking those to the tailgates or what?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick.
Do you have one of those hitch tailgate grills? The ones that like swing out.
That one's really sick.
Yeah.
Those are for the real hard.
Wait, what? It's
You ever
tailgate
seen
grills?
that? You know what a trailer hitch is, right, Gilmore?
With that thing that comes down?
No, the hole
the
where
ball.
you put
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
well,
yeah,
they make grills that like stick into that and like swing out on arms, so you can have like a whole grill just like hanging on your truck.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so the tailgate's up, and
Yeah,
it's like a portable kitchen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's
Real
fucking
life, dude.
sick, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We see some crazy stuff on the Eagles tailgates.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Yeah, I go to the C6 tailgate, but I don't see they got that shit.
They bring like a full on
The
like
C what?
C6, lot C6.
Oh, C6.
Yeah, what do you,
I thought you were talking about some team I hadn't heard about. Like you were looking to roller
Oh
derby.
no.
Yeah, I'm watching them C6 girls going around.
No, that's just how I know them as.
They're
the
brutal in
C6.
Corn 3.
Yeah. No, bro, they're dope, man. They make some good shit. They made alligator one time.
Yeah.
Fucking smoked the gator. These dudes are fucking nuts.
Yo,
Yeah.
is that legal?
Apparently, bro.
I mean, if you choke out a gator, I feel like you should be able to kill it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if gators were endangered, or like what if any animal that was endangered, like if you took it in hand-to-hand combat, it was like free game. So, like,
Andrew wants to fight an animal.
no, I'm just saying like if people want to poach bare knuckles.
Yeah,
You know
one
what
by
I'm saying?
one,
It
dog.
Come out just like what if like these rules give way to like some dude that can like knock out rhinoceros, just like cold clocking the rhinoceros, knock him out.
Dude, get that guy in the UFC.
Yeah, dude.
Why is he fighting animals?
What was it? What would his name be?
Fucking, I don't know.
Bighorn.
Bighorn. Yeah, that's not bad. It's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
I think that-
I feel like you earned a name like that.
Yeah, for sure. Like Kimbo Slice, what a cool name. But
Yeah.
I feel like he earned that shit, yo.
Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice. I like that name. That's just cool.
Yeah.
And when you hear that, you know that guy knocks people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know-
Not anymore. He's dead.
Yeah, R.I.P.
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 Kimbo.
Dude.
Dude, that went up for my boy Kimbo.
Into the clouds, dude.
Yeah, he was a legend, bro.
Didn't he get a start on street fighting and YouTube videos?
Yeah, backyard brawls.
Same thing with Masvidal. Masvidal was also part of that group.
He fought bears though.
Yeah, I would say Masvidal is possibly a better fighter than Kimbo Slice was. R.I.P.
R.I.P. But I agree. I agree, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to taste this grilled meat.
Yeah, when we get some grilled meat.
I'll cook for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What would your chef name be? Chef Rumer doesn't bang.
If look, you can cook Chef Ryan, Chef Rumer, whatever. If you want to find one that bangs, you can pick it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Chef Stereo, like I don't know.
Chef Stereo.
Oh man, he just put that on himself.
DJ Chef.
DJ Chef. What? Chef DJ.
Just put two professions together. DJ Chef. Fucking.
Is it when people pronounce your last name, how do they mostly pronounce your last name?
I get Rumer a lot.
But that would be 2 M's.
Right. So like when I was walking across the graduation stage, I literally put ROOMER in parentheses to pronounce it Rumer. So it doesn't get butchered in front of like 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And they're like, Rumer?
Rumer? What else?
It's literally just that. That's the only one. It's Rumer or Rummer. That's it.
And when you found the body, then what happened? You copped him, dude.
I did. That's why I started laughing right away.
I looked at you like, are you serious?
Because he was about to say something.
Usually
then
I'm the one terminating. You're like Barbara Walters over here, just not giving any breath.
What else? Fucking hell.
You're like Barbara Walters, Bill Clinton. Why'd you do it?
Yo, yeah, why'd you do it,
what
Ryan?
happened?
What the fuck?
And after you left the office, then where'd you go?
Yeah,
what
yeah.
are you doing, dude? I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
Ryan.
everybody. I'm
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I just a quick rant.
That was hilarious. What else?
Nobody's safe, dude.
No, what?
He's not hanging in there.
I gotta know
He's
it
had a
all.
long day. He had a long day. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday. Gilmar was he typing?
I was typing. I was sitting.
Yeah, he worked hard. Dude.
I was
So
I was in the sun.
He's got the gigs, man.
Yeah, we was out
It's
here doing-
giggly hour.
He's got to book his appointments.
We
Yeah.
barely hold it together here sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
The original, like, first 30 to 50 episodes, that's, like, where we were learning how to hold it together.
Those are some of your funniest ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, people sometimes are like, what episode should I start with? I was like, the most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just start with the most recent
Start
one.
with the last week. That's a good start.
Yeah, that's what's up. Have you ever, like, thought about starting, like, a YouTube channel or a podcast? Call it Rumer. The Rumer.
I actually did think about it, like just some hobbies that I'm in. Like I build Legos.
You're into Legos?
I am.
Oh, boy.
It's sick. I just started. It's bad.
It's like low key and
When
expensive hobby.
when I do get a yard, I'll do some lawn videos.
yeah,
I'm pretty passionate with my yard.
yeah,
Yeah. Probably for work, they've been talking about us creating like professional accounts outside of our personal Instagram accounts. So I might start doing some of that.
To help you sell.
Yeah, because like when people are scrolling through, like they'll see like stereos or like me talking, like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to this guy. He lives around the corner.
Mm.
Yeah, you know how there's the guys that make videos of them reviewing cars or going through cars.
Yeah. Yep.
You can do that with tech. That'd
Yep.
be sick.
That's my dream.
Probably the most addicting videos I've seen are like the detail guys. They'll take this car.
Car details?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you follow car detail wise?
I follow Detail Geek. He's up in Canada.
Yeah, dude, I follow him.
And then I
What
follow
else we got?
another guy in England. It's
Do you follow that guy in Maine who's got his own? It's called. He's got like his products are like.
Pro.
I think it's like. Oh, dude, I forget who it is. I'll look it up. It's amazing.
So I think I know you're hitting at. He actually came down here to Doylestown and did a couple Volvo total like revamps. Like these cars are just sitting out in the woods and they're like mold and have moss growing on them. And these guys will make them like showroom
cars.
Showroom ready.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So my dad washes the car in like let's say 30 minutes and he's happy with it. Me, I'm like an hour, 2 hours. Like it's my therapy washing my car every weekend. So
That's
it's
cool, man.
Yeah, inside outside every time.
Hmm.
Do you don't like washing your car, Gilmore?
Nah. I don't know. It's just something that I don't.
That's
I
fine.
feel like the guy's name was like Armor.
Yeah, it's the armor. I know who you're talking about. He's yeah.
His videos are insane. His garage is set up so that he can literally bring the cars into the garage, and he has a floor drain underneath a jack. So he drives in, and then he just hits a hydraulic jack, and the thing just picks the cars up, and then he literally can clean them like But like the whole thing can just kick. And the way he goes about cleaning cars, like you'd be like, oh, I totally understand why you would do that. But that's going to take 8 hours.
Yeah.
Like the way he car comes in, he cleans it right away to get down to the surface. And then he like does like another clean, the wheel clean, interior cleans, might need a steam.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you see these cars and they'll do the before and afters, and it's like this one had rat turds inside of it. Like literally, like sometimes he's like, we gotta fumigate this. We're gonna have to bomb it again. And it's like him with the mat, and he like takes like all of his equipment is like very high, like high end, and he sells the equipment. So the vacuums, the masks, everything, and he'll be in there in like a full hazmat suit, like bombing Porsches and stuff like that. Like, and you're like, you can sit there, and he's so like chill with good music. It's like he doesn't talk when he doesn't need to.
Yeah.
And the cars are cool. His garage is cool. So you'll be like, damn, dude.
Damn.
Obsessed Garage is
You could
another
end
really
up
good
like
one.
5 hours later, you're still watching it and on the background.
Yeah.
Every now and then you pop
I
up.
need y'all to send me this.
Yeah.
I'll drop it to you.
Yeah.
My Instagram reels are all cars, farming, and Legos. That's all it is.
Farming.
Yeah, it's bad.
No way. That's not bad. Farming is awesome.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have taken you for a farming guy,
Yeah,
respectfully.
neither.
So I grew up tractors, dinosaurs, and sports. That was life.
Oh, that's cool.
So like I grew up near a farm
Tractors, dinosaurs,
and sports. Yeah, it was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Trains wasn't in there.
Nah.
How about space?
I like space now. Space is wild.
Yeah. Did you ever have a car bed?
No.
Yeah. What was your first job?
I worked at a supermarket bagging groceries.
Okay.
It was awesome.
We all did, dude.
Yeah, it was sick.
I mean, the Ace I did too. Yeah, shit was sick.
Yeah.
I mean, $7 an hour, but it was worth it.
What is the most dangerous thing you've ever done? Knowingly or unknowingly?
Besides driving fast, I mean, I did some pretty crazy stuff in Mexico, like jumping off cliffs.
Right.
That's it. I'm not a heights person.
What else? No, I'm kidding. No, yeah. jumping off cliffs is fucking crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
What if we just like made an entire episode just what Gilmore just kept doing? What else? What else do you know?
Well, that's this episode.
What else, Ryan? No, so you said farming? Is that you grew up on farming and shit?
So I grew up like near a farm. Like one of my really good friends growing up, they had a family farm. So I'd always go over there and ride 4-wheelers with them. And
Like vegetation or animals?
both. They have cattle, and then now they do like corn, soybeans, and wheat. They'll farm all that and sell it. So now it's gone to the point where I spend hours on YouTube watching these guys out in Minnesota film their farming days. So like it's insane.
Dude, that's sick.
Like miles. You see for miles.
Damn.
Yeah, it's wild.
That must be beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's great.
Dude, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that it is pretty sick to think about farming. My thing is always like the actual farming. Like I'm always scared to get to like. It looks like it's a whole nother. I feel like it needs respect.
It does.
Like just buying a farm sounds cool, but yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I'd probably get into goats.
Goats, baby goats.
Yeah, I mean they become adult goats.
They do become adult goats.
They're not always baby goats.
That's very true. But
Everybody's like, yo, you could do goat yoga for like 6 months. What am I
Yeah.
gonna do after goat yoga? Just have
Dude.
get your back stomped out. yo. It's not fair for the goat community that everybody keeps doing baby goat yoga. We need adult goat yoga. Like I want dudes ramming heads like right in front of me,
Hoof
some
marks in
downward dog. Like, could you imagine that?
adult goat jujitsu.
Yeah, like goats just smacking skulls like right in front of you while you're trying to chill out and do like rising sun pose or whatever it's called.
Warrior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
warrior.
it's always puppy yoga. It's never like adult dog yoga. Like everybody's always worried. Everybody's got one baby animals in their yoga class.
People think baby animals are cute.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah, that's cool. There's no other sport that brings baby animals in to like get sales.
Definitely not. Just
Right?
definitely
Could you
yoga.
imagine like a soccer team bringing them like today we have like, you know what other sport does do it though? Football. Football has the puppy bowl.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude.
Yeah, so
I love the puppy
they
bowl.
dialed into the puppies. So if you want the truth to unlocking good sales, you need to like create like hybrid puppy speakers.
I'm just gonna bring a dog every time I go somewhere.
That does work.
yeah.
It does work.
Yeah, but I think doing those videos, I think that's a good idea for like your personal, professional stuff,
Yeah.
and then going through and showing people what it is that would work in here, or how you could upgrade your systems every year, or whatever the hell.
I also think that's a good idea because me as someone that has to like sell your services before you come in, sometimes it's really difficult to like explain to people because what you do is technical.
Yep.
I know enough to like get the conversation going.
You do.
But it's just not, it's very quickly evident to me that I'm like as soon as I can, in that realm, I'm always like, just talk to the expert. I'm not talking to you about TVs. I don't know. The technology changes so quickly. I don't know what the prices are. They change so quickly. Like the deals, the packages, like it's so hard to keep up with that. If you did a channel like that, I think it would kill.
Yeah.
It's very niche, but that niche it's like the Porsche community.
Yeah.
When you want TVs, like, I mean, we deal with these customers. When these people get into the audio, what their audio file, or is that an audio file? What's a TV person?
Video file.
A video file?
Yeah.
Dude, some of these people, dude, like the detail to what they want from their movie theaters, you can appreciate it, but sometimes you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Like, you really want to watch the hell out of those movies.
Yeah. Is it possible to get an IMAX like screen and set up in your basement? Or
Yeah. So you can do IMAX, but for you to get like a true IMAX, like the one at the Franklin Institute down in the city, you have to like build an addition on the side of your house to fit that screen. So it is doable. So you would just build like a globe on the outside of your house. It becomes another part of the house, addition, everything. So it is doable.
What makes something IMAX though?
Now you're getting me on the technical shit. Hold on.
Is it just the camera, right?
It's the camera.
It's
It's
the
the screen.
It's the film.
It's the film use. Yeah.
Because I've seen IMAX, like the Franklin Institute IMAX, RIP, right? I don't know if it's there anymore.
I don't know.
I
have
haven't,
no
I haven't
idea.
been there since a couple of years.
I don't want to put dirt on that name.
The last movie I saw there was the Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. Oh, that must have been
What
sweet
the
on IMAX.
hell,
Dude, it was sick as shit. It was
Damn.
so awesome. I had a
must
great
be
spot.
sick.
It was right in the middle, not too low, not too high. Like I was perfect. So like I was just like, oh my god.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm upset I missed IMAX on Oppenheimer on IMAX. I missed that like 3 times, dude. I had 3 opportunities and I didn't go.
I watched Oppenheimer on the way to LA once on the seat screens. I was still like, holy shit, this is so cool.
Wait, you watched Oppenheimer on an airplane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that's on the list of movies you shouldn't watch on an airplane.
I was getting some looks from the people next to me. I didn't care. Oh, then I turned on Anyone But You with Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney. So I was like, you know what? We're just really hitting the genres today.
Oh yeah, you fucking go in the world with that.
You know what other movie? Like, there's a whole list of movies like Con Air, probably not a good one. Point Break, where they go through between the planes.
The
That's
first 5 minutes of Dark Knight when they blow the plane up in midair.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Kobe Bryant documentary.
Yeah, I can't watch that.
I
one.
shouldn't watch that one.
With all the 9/11 movies, obviously. Was like Flight 53.
That's true. That's true. I saw
93.
93. Shit.
I saw a video online this morning where it was a guy talking to these shop owners in like Afghanistan or something, and you could tell it was Afghanistan based on the gear. And he's like, "Oh, do you sell a lot of these?" He's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Dude," he's like, "Oh, locals, Afghans, you know." And they turns and it's a quilt. And it's a quilt like commemorating the towers getting hit by planes.
Fuck. That's so messed up.
And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, we sell lots of these." And then the guy's like, "Oh, do you sell them in bigger things?" So he's like, "Oh no, there's plenty big, brother." And he's like holding this huge like tapestry.
God damn.
Yeah, but it was like your grandmother quilted it. It wasn't like a Chinese like high end rug. It was like literally like, dude, like somebody with a lazy eye quilted this thing, but you could still. It was like pixelated. It was a quilt.
Yeah. You put it together.
That same jerk probably has hoodies and hats of the same damn image too. These guys are assholes.
That's fucked up. Man.
That's so fucked.
That's crazy.
You want to hear a crazy statistic about that? I think like 99% of people in Afghanistan before we invaded had no idea who Osama bin Laden was. So we just rolled in there. We're like, we're looking for Osama bin Laden. They're like, who the hell is that?
Holy
They're
shit.
like,
really?
why are you guys here?
Really?
Yeah.
They had no idea.
Most of those people, like,
never was in
they just like, you think
Afghanistan.
about it, you just like don't even have a TV. It's like, what buildings? It was how tall?
That's nuts.
The people are probably like, no shit, you crashed a plane into it, you built it 109 stories up.
What do you think is
Like,
gonna
you
happen?
think about like they just like you talk to folks and they're just like they didn't even know who Osama bin Laden was. He's Saudi.
Dang. Oh yeah, he is
Yeah.
Saudi. Yeah.
Or
Damn.
he's from like a whole nother place.
Yeah. Holy shit. So IMAX, you fucking need an edition. And I think it stands for...
The lens, so we're lens and then probably audio too. There's probably an audio component to that.
When someone says IMAX to me in the showroom, I'm like, okay, do you want something that's IMAX certified? Or are you looking for an IMAX theater? Because this is now a project.
Right.
To like where I need to bring you to a different room, be like, really explain to you what this is. Like, we can do theaters for 20 grand, as high as you want. When people say IMAX, like, we're talking millions to do it right.
Oh, dude, I got facts here.
What facts?
IMAX is a proprietary system of high-resolution cameras, film formats, film projectors, and theaters known for having very large screens with a tall aspect ratio, approximately either, we won't get into that, steep stadium seating with, we're not going to go into that, and then just like a whole bunch of technical information.
I think it stands for image maximum. I think that's what it stands for.
At the end of the day, I'm going to get made fun of. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
I swear I thought it was
the
like
audio guy
maximum.
on here again. He doesn't know shit about what he sells.
No, it's not that at all. So there's IMAX certified and then there's actual IMAX.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't say.
So IMAX, can you get an IMAX certified TV or projector?
Yeah, so like all the boxes and all the paperwork that I look through when designing a system, now everything just says has a little IMAX stamp on it. So it's been like audio calibrated, video calibrated for that.
Which used to be THX.
Yeah.
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 Some stuff is still THX.
Interesting. Yeah, so do you know what it stands for?
IMAX?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess image maximum.
Yep. Gilmer's a G.
Perfect. I'm glad someone's smart.
He's got a camera in it. He owns cameras.
Try it. I
He's
tried,
into
dog.
it. Dude, yeah. What if you got your hands on an IMAX camera? Would that like help you? Probably not.
Make my head look
Probably
huge.
not to the...
You got to go find penguins or something.
No, I'll have to find someone that's into that. I think the industry for real high-end shooting right now is kind of suffering because of all the strikes and shit and people's budgets and whatnot. So I think the lane that I'm in is perfect for what I do, so I don't think I'd ever need an IMAX camera.
You don't think that...
You'll get 8K eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about like that like aspect of like what you guys do though, like the strikes are happening because the people want more money than Netflix and all these companies are willing to pay them. What the strike people don't have access to is any of the analytics that Netflix has access to. What if Netflix can't afford to pay them anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Netflix
What if
raises
it
the
isn't?
rates.
What if it isn't because like of the strikes and stuff? What if it's because like YouTube content and literally what you do has upset the premium Hollywood market, and it's easier for us to go on the TV and watch Danny Duncan and Whistling Diesel and Mr. Beast and like all these wild dudes that are like making their own content. Like there's no market for those people anymore. Like big studios.
Yeah.
Like the only reason you would hire a studio now is like you don't know how to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these dudes, like maybe we'll have like the next generation doesn't know how to do it themselves anymore, because all these dudes figured it all out. And now they don't need the big Hollywood.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about technology nowadays, that even I was talking about you said you got the new iPhone.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, even with the new iPhone, you can make movie quality content because they allow you to shoot Apple log, which is basically a log footage that gives you access to high dynamic range and 10-bit color and all this other crazy shit. So you can manipulate what you shoot on your iPhone to make it look cinematic.
I'm interested to like mess around with that, but I've already like noticed a huge difference in the pictures and the videos.
Yeah, they constantly upgrade the chips and the glass.
Even just watching regular content, it looks better on the phone.
Yeah, because your screen is a higher resolution now, higher frame rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts what you can do with technology. Some films are actually filmed with Canon C300s or cameras that aren't necessarily massive film cameras or ARRI or Alexas or cinema cameras. People are shooting shit on Sony cameras like FX3s or FX30s. Just these are all Netflix approved cameras that you can buy or I can buy for maybe $5,000 as opposed to a $30K plus rig. So you can shoot with anything nowadays. It's pretty impressive.
That's whenever I'm at weddings, my friends are like, who has the nicest iPhone? Can you take pictures of us? I'm like, you guys are ridiculous this shit. Just put an Instagram filter on it. Who the hell cares?
Yeah,
I'm gonna change it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just start smashing phones and be like, whoever's phone's left takes the picture.
Yeah.
People are like, no, I'll take it back.
I never offer my phone. I want those photos of me.
Yeah. I don't want to have to text this to 30 different people.
What if you just had like a really messed up picture on your background and you're like, here, use mine? And people were like, oh.
Thought about it.
Incredible.
Just you in a bubble bath.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, sorry.
So how quickly, now that technology, I feel that it updates so fast.
Yeah.
What's your turnaround like with tech? How long do you keep on to things?
So TVs get swapped out by the manufacturer every year, every other year.
Mm.
Damn.
A lot of the receivers every like 3 to 5. Like even like Wi-Fi network equipment, like lighting fixtures, lighting control. I mean, that's even like 5 to 8 years. Like the lighting fixtures and lighting control, like that has the most longevity. Like
What about the rough wiring?
lasts forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll last a long time. Unless like probably in the next like I'm not gonna say forever, but like the next like 20 to 30 years, like Cat 5 and Cat 5e for like category cables for like network and access points and cameras. There's gonna come a time where that is no longer to be used and you need like Cat 6 or Cat 7. So like that's the stuff we're pulling now to help future proof new construction homes, new renovations and things like that.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess the main hard wiring stays the same, but if you need to switch out things, for example, like you said, Cat 5 to Cat 7 and whatever, that can just be snipped and rewired.
Yeah. Yep. You can just tone it back and just put a new termination on if it's needed. Probably like the biggest problem is like the HDMI cables, ones that came out during the 4K era. When I have to get pulled back through the wall. Hopefully it's like from here to there, like not totally through a house. So usually if it has to go a pretty long run, like from a head end or projector, I'm throwing the biggest, baddest one in there. So like when they update the projector, like 2 to 3 times in a 10 to 12 year span, because that happens, I know for certain we'll have the good HDMI for that new projector.
Can't we just throw conduits in there?
Yeah. Oh, please throw conduits. Please.
He's literally looking at me for a specific project. Like, can't I just put a conduit in there and
You
just
can.
fucking pull it through?
Yes.
And then when it needs to be pulled through, we can just pull it through again?
Leave a string there, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just use the conduit or the wire you pulled out as the new pull.
Yeah, even that in. Yeah.
Yeah. I never understand that. Dude, I got real pissed off the other day at a solar company. I was like, I'll run the conduit for you. And they're like, we can't use your conduit. I was like, you don't have the job anymore. I'm not even kidding. Because I wanted them to come out, like, we want them to come out a year after like the house is done, so the customer can log a full year of energy on the house, so we know exactly how many solar panels we need. Because the proposition, I think, based on calculations, I don't think they need that many panels, and I just don't want that many panels on the roof of this house.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, we'll rock out a year. The house is already pretty efficiently built.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. And then figure out the solar panels. They're like, we won't use your conduit. I was like,
You guys are nerds.
that
Did they tell you why?
the liability, they said. I was like, you need to call your boss and like get a better answer for me. Or you guys are just, I literally just typed him back. I was just like, I need a better answer than that. Or like, I'm probably like, no, like I literally said, I always have to preface this because people get really offended very easily. I'm like, look, I'm just speaking facts here. We're not doing business.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, and then they'll come up with, oh, we can use your conduit just us this one time. I'm like, not good enough. Yeah. I don't ever want to have this conversation again. Like, how am I supposed to refer you again? I'm going to build another house that needs solar panels. We're going to have this conversation.
They just come out?
That's what I proposed. I was like, send your electrician out here. They're like, oh, I don't know. Like,
You had some rookie
it's
talk
not
in there.
contracted yet. We can't send. I was like, all right.
God.
Like, just stuff like that. It's like, make it easy to do business with you.
Yeah.
All day. Like, I've called Ryan for stuff. I'm like, yeah, I need this HDMI cord. He's like, you want to come get it now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need it kind of now. And he's like, yeah, right here.
I have it.
There's literally a cord right here.
Yeah.
I see it.
We're using it.
Yeah,
Love it. Thanks. So that's the shit that makes me smile. When people call you and they're like, hey, I need a pinch. What do you got? I'm like, do this, or this. Or, hey, I do have this. Or, hey, I can come out and help you with this. That's the shit that like drives me. Like, yeah, because the next time someone calls them, hey, do you have a guy that does this? Like, yeah, call Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like your business is really tough because of the lack of education. That's why I also think like a YouTube channel or something like an Instagram, like something short would be good too, because there's so many like expenses to what you install that people are like, this is the price, but they don't the only reason they think that is because they haven't connected the price to the value. If you know, if I pull up in a $250,000 Porsche, like some people might not appreciate the value in that. Some people might not understand, like, oh, that's why it costs that much. That's sick.
Yeah.
Some people may be that's stupid, but then they're like, oh, okay, now I understand. Like you gotta you always have to connect when people say things are too much money. People get very defensive in our business and contracting and building. Everybody's like, oh, it's too much money. Well, I'm not doing the job. Like, you know how many times customers have told me like, oh, that's too much? And then I've explained something to them and then we ended up selling something for more than what we originally even proposed that they were questioning. Yeah. They're like, oh, that makes sense. Let's do it all the way then.
Yeah.
Just like, it's a difficult profession and you have to, in my job, in all of contracting, you really should be like that. But especially your job, you have to like slow down and talk to people and really spoon feed them the information. Cause I deal with like you folk all the time and I still don't understand half the shit you guys are saying.
And that's fine.
I'm just like, all right, you need the wire in the wall. Yeah. Like, we'll get it in the wall. Like, it can't touch any other wires because of some sort of special energy that's coming through out of the wire. Whatever you say, it'll be in the special way. Like, I don't understand it.
And that's why, like, when people come into us, like, I don't talk SKUs. Like, I don't care, like, about part numbers. Like, what's your concept? What do you want? What do you want to experience? What do you value? Like, and then they'll tell me, and I usually get to them and be like, all right, do you feel comfortable spending this? Like, I'll say it right in front of the showroom floor. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's really cool. But how much to get like this with that? I'm like, well, then we can do this, this, and that. And then it comes to a point, like during the proposal process, where I'm going over it with them. Like, look, I don't want to handcuff you. This is where we can get it to the point where you feel comfortable, and letting know if I take more away, you're not getting what you came in for. And I want to give them what they want. Mm-hmm. So I really listen well, and I feel like I jive with the clientele that I do have, and I appreciate them all. I think every project to me is special, no matter what the dollar value is, because they're happy at the end of the day. It's like it's no better feeling when you throw them the keys to that brand new car, like for a theater or for like an outdoor system. Mm-hmm. And you just see their faces light up, or you pull up to the driveway and they're outside playing the music really loud. And like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I also find that like the movie theater, people do it for the same reason they do a pool, right?
It's different.
You'll spend $250 on a pool, but spending $250 on a theater in your house, never. But think about the memories that you would have in that room, sitting all together with your family for those years. Like, some might say that's like a cooler. Or something you might use more frequently. If you're not going to use it, don't spend that money on it.
Yeah.
But I definitely could see myself that, or like the speakers. We've had 2 customers now that, like Tom was one of them, who built, like, he was like a known in the world of speakers. Like, he was like a celebrity. Mm-hmm. And listening to those speakers, I could totally see myself dropping 40 G's on a set of speakers. Yeah. Before walking in there, I'm like, you told me the price of some of those speakers, and I was like, what? Yeah. And then I was like, play this song right now. Yeah. You put it on, I was like, okay, that's really weird. It's a very cool experience, but you also be like, all right, if I had the money, I would buy this. Like, it definitely is like music or video, like those things, you know, it's definitely an emotional product, especially when you put the kids involved in it. Now you got like family time in the movie theater. Like, those are lifetime. Like, we used to watch movies as families with popcorn, like in the theater. Like, dude, you can't put a price on that. Yeah, and like maybe 10 years ago, if you told me something about some of the theaters we've done, like, I would have been like, that's ridiculous. But now that I've done them and seen like how the effect of it all, it's like, oh wow, that's actually really cool. Like, I've never really appreciated that.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I go about it. I was like, look, you're empty nesters now. You put this in, you're gonna get your kids back. You're gonna get your grandkids back. That's what you want, right? And you just see the wife look at the husband, and you see her start to tear up. I'm like, yep, hit a nerve, perfect.
Yeah, man.
And like the pool thing, like
we should like have Ryan like run it back and just say that all over again and just look into the camera and just like shed it. Just be like, don't you want to have your kids back? I can do that for you. Title of this episode: We'll get your kids back.
We get your kids back. There.
Ryan Rumer will get your kids back.
You got it.
Yo, I think that's literally it. Like that's like the best. That is the most legit selling, but not like that's not wrong.
No, I make it all
you
personal.
You are pulling at the heartstrings a little bit, which is sales. Mm-hmm. You're connecting to the emotion. But if you came into me and I had like a decent checkbook and some kids, I'd be like, oh yeah, sign me up. That's like the one house we're building right now. They're literally building their house because their kids are, like almost out of high school. Some are in college. And they're looking at their house like, well, this is going to be the house like we need to make sure the family comes back to as over the years. We want to make sure that like our kids come home when they have their own families, like they come here for things. And I'm like, that's such a cool way to approach. Like it's really cool to build houses for people that are just starting families because like you can appreciate everybody's seen a family grow up, but like thinking about like the next families.
It's the second house.
That's a reason to build a house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like generations of hanging out. And why not put a movie theater in?
Yeah.
Right?
Do something cool. Like update, like even if it's not a movie theater, like just your surround sound system, like a big TV, a receiver with cool speakers. Like that's powerful for some people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't have to be this big grand thing every time. Like you want to go to the movie theater and enjoy it. I can get pretty damn close to what you experience at a much cheaper price point for people.
One of the coolest things that I've seen recently is like the integration of the lighting with the movie theater and the audio. Mm-hmm. There's obviously intense levels to like the lighting that like some of these prices that we've seen are just like, we won't even get into it. It's like Elon Musk spaceship prices, but there are so many cool things that are coming out into the market that have kind of been here a little while, like the Hue products and things that are like the everyday man. Like I can go out and get Hue products and get them set up and connect them to my TV now. So when you're watching the TV, the lights in the rooms are changing colors and you're getting affected like visually and with the speakers and everything now. So I think that like a good thing for you is that I think there's going to be more lower end opportunities.
Yeah, it's a good and the bad thing. Like the do-it-yourselfer products are great. We don't carry those, but we can get them if we need to.
You must carry though, like something that's like
we do
like that. It's like entry. It'll help you sell like that entry level service.
So the entry level version of what we have is from a few manufacturers. They have like an Edison adapter to where we can still use the existing cans that got put in during the construction process 2 years ago, 20 years ago. It's a little Edison adapter, has the end of a light bulb on it with a wire and like a male to female connector, which is then connected to the actual lamp or the light engine. And that goes in the housing with a new piece of trim, and it can be different lighting temperatures. So like it could be like 3,000, which is like everyday light, or 2,700, which is warm dim, which is a lot more comfortable to live in, or less. And then you can dim that a certain way. And then for the people who really want to play, like they really spend a lot of money on their hardwood floors, their granite countertops, like the finishes on their wall, artwork, you can get into Lutron Ketra, which you can literally bring the same daylight that's happening right now and bring that into your house.
Yeah, they set up this computer system with like your AV rack, and the computer system, like somebody comes out from Ketra to like program your house basically, and then your lighting in your house changes with the time of day.
Holy shit!
So like it makes you sick. Feel like you're inside your house.
Yeah.
What the?
And then they also do things like say you take regular light and you put it on a countertop. They can tune the lights over your island so that like it makes the island look the best it possibly can. So if you spend $100,000 on a piece of stone, you're gonna spend $380 a light bulb on. And $3,500 computer system and the install and everything to make sure that stuff pops, right?
Yeah.
So Ketra can be...
I would.
That's nuts.
Ketra can be either fixtures to where that's a higher end, better performing system. You can still get that same performance by just doing like a screw-in bulb. So like you could put in like 5-inch halo cans, for example. We can come in and screw in a Ketra bulb. That gets it pretty damn close at a much different value, but you're still getting that same experience.
Yeah. There's a lot of really cool things. Like lighting is something that I really try and like not wing anymore.
Like having a lighting designer on staff or like a part of your projects are huge.
So nice. And some interior designers have lighting like education, like they can get into it. But like I know the rules from architecture, like where to set lights, like how to like where to position them at the wall. Where does a recessed light need to be? Because if it's like a 6-inch at this height, it's projecting at 4 feet.
Yeah.
Like I know the slopes and everything like that. So like, yeah, dude,
that's awesome.
You know I'm challenged. So like I obsess over all these things. So like when you bring someone in to do that for you, you don't have to explain to the customer like why it needs to be here, why it should be here. And like when I walk through a house with a customer, like sometimes like until the house is framed, like I'll walk around with customers on we'll walk around and spray paint every little thing that's happening electrically. And the lights, like we'll write on the ground like we just did. We like spray painted each recessed light, the number, size it was, how far it needs to be from the wall, because I'm not measuring each light out for the electrician, but I'll write it down for them. And then like inevitably where I picked it and where the measurements need to go, there's like a piece of wood there that's like we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
But there's a science to like the heights and like the volume, like you know about that from like setting up lighting. Yeah, but it's different for film. Like you're doing it to catch like the contrasts and colors accurately. It's like the accuracy of the colors, but also the human experience. And the big obsession now is sunlight.
Yeah.
Like everything in your house, they'll set it up so that the morning time, like you're coming up in the morning and then like you go through the day and you literally don't notice it, but it actually does make you feel different.
And this is the kicker. So like during winter solstice, we're not going to make the house 5 o'clock dark inside as it is outside. We're not going to do that. What's it going to be is more of a energetic light as you're finishing up work, as you're cooking dinner, as you're preparing. And then that 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock time frame where you're getting ready for bed, your day's ending. That's where we'll bring in that 3 p.m. sunset, 4 p.m. sunset, depends on where you live in the world, into the home that way to sort of reset yourself for night.
Yeah. Yeah. It always bothered me when I would walk into someone's house and they have daylight lights set, just really cold temperatured lighting. It bothers the shit out of me. How can you feel comfortable in your home when it's 8 p.m. but you have
just education at this point?
Yeah. It's nuts because lighting's super important to me.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, in my apartment, I have all the Google Home stuff set up. I have all my lights automated.
You probably appreciate sleep.
That too.
I think that's what. Yeah. I think that's what triggers people to go down the lighting thing. It's either they're listening to podcasts and they like, you can put that on the table, dude.
Can I?
You're not a child, dude. I just don't have mine on the table because like I will knock it over.
Yeah, well, I was just following suit.
I know my limits, but like I think that's what most people hear it on a podcast, or they're like they want to get better sleep, so they're like, oh, blue light, and then they learn about blue light, and they're like, wait, my lights have blue light, and they're like, well, what can I do about that? And then they get a info ad, and then they're like, oh, whoa, hue this, and then they get into it. Or they're into like architecture. Usually the customers that wants like the Ketra system, it's because the architect spec'd it.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be a nice house.
Usually the plans that I see Ketra on are like, they nice.
Have I seen the Ketra system before? Probably.
Not the new one.
No.
The new one's still new enough that like you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. And that's all automated. It changes temperature throughout the day.
Yeah, we can automate it. We can custom program it, like however you want. That comes with like the Lutron keypads everywhere. Like you can just hit a button, all on, all off.
Yeah.
Well, like you do 4 things every day. You wake up, you go to work, come home from work, you go to bed.
Yeah. So instead, one of the coolest things about a lot of these systems is instead of doing on off, they'll do a button with 4 buttons on it, and you have 4 modes.
Yep.
Or like with Ketra, it's like a little bit more nice, or there's different switches, more nicey nice.
So for like,
and then some of them there's no switches at all.
Yeah.
Like I was in a house a few weeks ago that doesn't have any switches.
Yep. What the fuck?
It's all on motion, time of day, automated. The whole house is like automated, or like when you walk through rooms, there's like sensors that you can't see that like illuminate it for you, and based upon the time of day, it illuminates it at like the color and dimness.
Holy shit!
So your house, but somebody had to spend hours, if not days, in that house programming all of that.
Yeah,
that's what's cool. Like, but if one thing goes off the wire, you're like, you're not fixing that. You got to call them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Can they do that remotely?
So some things we can do can be done remotely.
Yeah, I think it would have to be just from a serving. You wouldn't want to send somebody out every time. That's not cost effective.
Depending on the system, we send them out.
Really?
So like a lot of times when we're doing theaters, we'll talk about like a base level programming for that room, to where it's like on, off, movie that's a certain dimness, TV that we're going to raise that dimness level up. Sometimes reveal. Like sometimes when we put speakers behind acoustics, clients want to see where their speakers are, so we'll hit reveal to show where the speakers are.
That's dope.
That's gonna be a fun one.
That's really cool.
So like we'll do a base level program on that, and then we'll just save an allowance to come back like a month or two later to fine tune it and update the engraving report for the keypads.
Cool stuff.
That's some really cool shit, man.
Yeah, like you can do like metal or glass for your keypads, or like just simple colors. There's a company called TrueFig where we can put the keypad pretty much in the wall, and it's like all you see is just the buttons, and you can paint over it. You can do metal, so there's some crazy shit out there.
You remember in Fast and the Furious where he comes up to the car and he's like, "Not a bad way to spend $10,000."
Yeah,
yeah, that's how I feel when I talk to people about this stuff. I feel like Vincent or Vin Diesel just being like, "Yeah." You're not you double clutching, not granny shifting like you should. Like I just want to let out like be Fast and the Furious things.
Yeah, about lighting.
Yeah, like the other day we're talking about and like how significant it was to this one family. I'm like, yeah, we don't have friends, we got family. Like you just want to like say dumb quotes like that. People get hyped.
Yeah, people love that shit.
Yeah, we're doing one this summer that I told him. I was like, dude, what would it cost to like just keep my key to the back door? Like, how I just want to come over here and watch stuff. And he laughed. I was like, how about babysit the house? Like, I'll come check on the house when you guys go on vacation.
Yeah.
Give me one movie a year.
Yeah, please. Come on. I need this.
Yeah. The one joke I always make when talking about, like, an experience, like an outdoor audio or lighting system, theaters, I'm always like, yeah, when your friends come over, just put a credit card reader and just have them ring it. It's a kick every time. Like, oh, that's how I'm going to pay for this.
I tried to get the gym I go to do that, to, like, so I could control the music while I'm there. I'm like, I'll just buy everybody out. Yeah. Highest bidder, like, bing, 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 bing. Yeah. There's like, it's like those sim people where it's like, oh, banana, thanks. Do that. Just be like, oh, Andrew's top bidder. Like, we're listening to Drake. Yeah. No more little Uzi Vert.
Highest bidder against the Ox. That's not a bad idea. I fuck with that.
Work. Yeah. It's like when I go to these houses for like the second or third time, like, usually to like test stuff when the techs are there, like I'll put their credentials in my phone, but when I go back on site, like it automatically just loads up. I'm like, oh crap, I'm still connected. So I'll start like playing music, make sure stuff works, and you just kind of do those little checks because you just gotta like just do well by doing good. Like when you're there for like a service call or you're there for like a site survey, just ask them, hey, how's this working? Oh well, this and that. I'm like, all right, this is something I can reset for you.
So you said a lot of stuff gets updated in the showroom every now and then. What does that look like for someone in their home? You know, how often do they need to update their technology? Or
so sometimes it all depends. Usually TVs, some clients every year, to where the main TV of the house, that's what they update every year because they watch it that much.
You mean buy a new one or just get the software update?
Buy a new one.
Oh.
And so they'll take that one and they'll put it in the second most used space. And that one goes to the third. So there's like a nice little rotation. Most of the times, every 5 to 8 years, clients will just come back in, hey, I want to update my surround sound system.
So I have an 80-inch TV, right?
Yeah.
I'm coming in every year to buy one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some people do that. That's like 2% of my clients do that. So it's a very small percentage. A lot of them just go through their longevity. And then the kicker is like TVs or like appliances. Mm-hmm. If you use it a lot, you're probably going to buy a TV more frequently than a person that's just has the basement system that they use once or twice a week, not 7 times a week. So it's just those sort of things. Network, that's probably should get updated every 5 years, just because even though it doesn't play music, you can't watch TV on a Wi-Fi network, every firmware update takes a little bit less of it. Like every time you do an iPhone update, that last iPhone update, you're like, now my phone doesn't work. And like, now I need a new phone. It's the same concept there.
I don't update ever, dude. I only
Damn
update,
rebel.
I only. That's how they get you, dude.
Yeah.
They shut your phone. They shut your phone.
He went from a 12 to a 15.
15 Pro Max. Dude.
Whoa!
This dude's
Dude,
crazy.
I feel like a hacker, dude. I'm gonna bring down satellites. I'm up here pointing this at the sky.
Never updated that.
You're going to
shit.
turn someone's TV off from 2 blocks away.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever have a TV watch?
What do you mean?
Like a watch back in the day that you could change the TV channel?
No.
Dude, we had this kid, Andrew Garinger, R.I.P.
Dang.
Yeah, shout out. And he had he was just this nerdy, really nice nerdy kid. And we were in elementary school in library class where we go and the teacher would just tell us about books, I guess. I don't even know what library class was. It was just to dump us off on another teacher.
I had that too.
What was library class?
We just sat there and read
Holy
books.
shit, dude.
We learned about
Did they know computers were coming?
Card catalog.
Jackass.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? And
Dewey Decimal System. That's what we learned in library class.
there you
yeah, and he was just changing the channel from his watch. They're trying to give us an extra, it was probably Magic School Bus or some trash. I'm in 6th grade probably. Why are you showing us Magic School Bus? I'm in 6th grade. I'm 12 now. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I watched Die Hard this weekend.
It's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then they're changing the channels, dude. And I was like, damn, that's really cool. I have to get one of those. And I never did.
Dang.
And now you can't change channels with your watch anymore.
No.
Really?
They might be probably cool with an Apple Watch. Everybody can change channels. No, you're not. It's not exclusive. But back then, he was the man for one day.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, when are you gonna wear that again? He's like, oh man, my mom said I can't. They called home.
Oh no, dude.
The gig, we got busted.
Yeah.
I would have kept doing it.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
I would have just kept going until I was like, you gotta take it and break it.
Dude, there used to be a camera where you can take photos on it and then upload it and share it to your friends.
Was that the original GoPro?
I don't think so.
Because I remember my brother had a watch like that to
Yeah.
where he could take pictures on his wrist, upload them, and they print out.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Yeah.
It was pretty big. I forgot. It might have been a Casio or someone did it. It might have been Cisco. I don't know. Because I was watching this guy and
It was the Japanese.
It might have been the Japanese.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. There's this guy that was looking at old tech. He bought a bunch of old tech and to use it to see if it still holds up today. And one of the things was that. The other one was a video conferencing
Oh, cool.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you can talk to people. But that person had to have the same thing in order for you to communicate.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad had stuff like that when we were growing up.
Probably did, man.
It's spying ass, dude.
That's a spy, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, man, I got this. Oh, man, I don't know if I can tell the story. I'm going to tell it.
All right, fuck it.
Dude, this one time, dude, my dad, we would go visit my dad, and he had this bedroom. And dude, this is what we're gonna find out if my dad listens to this show or not. He'll gonna text me and be like, dude, I heard that, because I don't think he does, but
Hell yeah.
he had this computer next to in the room, it was a bedroom, but he had just his another office in there, and we would come visit him, and he had this computer that was a phone and had a screen. And it was I have no even a keyboard. It was literally this. I don't even know what this thing did, right?
Yeah.
But it was high tech, and for the time, it was super high tech. Dude, one night, dude, we were in bunk beds, and my brother was on the bottom bunk, and the next morning, my dad was just dude, my brother woke up, just peed all over this phone and just went back to bed. He thought he went to the. He wasn't used to being in that house, right? So he just sleptwalked. he just fucking straight step brothers, just all over the. And my dad was like, "Dude, what's wrong with this thing?"
It doesn't work anymore.
Just unload it. Dude. And my brother was like, dude, Tim, if you're listening, shout out, dude. He's probably crying right now. Laughing. Dude, it's the funniest shit. Watching my dad yell at him, and I was like, dude, I don't. He's like, did you see him do this? I was like, dude, I was sleeping. Of course I didn't see it.
I wish I saw it.
Yeah. So I don't even know how my dad knew he did it either. I guess maybe he caught him in the act. Another time or something.
He did it multiple times.
Maybe my dad assumed he did it because it happened before. I don't know. I don't have all the information. I was so young. I remember there was 5. But when you're kids, man, dude, they can pee for a long time. Kids baseball games. See, the dad's just oh, hurry up, dude. We're gonna be. He's still pissing. I mean, what it is. We used to have races as kids, dude. So dude, he could upload 3 to 5 minutes just straight kid piss on this thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think about technology that sometimes though, and I'm like, dude, that never made anything happen.
Yeah,
They probably gave my dad that thing. He probably used it 3 times. They made like 3 special phone calls, and they just sat there. My brother was like, dumbest shit ever.
Bro, just pissed on it.
Yeah. Do you think there's any like technology right now that we have in our houses that we're just like, dude, we're gonna be like, why did we put that in our house?
Oh fuck, we definitely must.
Dude, the Ring doorbells, like filming every part of your house is kind of weird to me. That's one thing where I'm like, I think we're gonna look back on this and be like, we probably shouldn't have been filming.
Yeah,
every
camera in the living room or something.
You see these videos of like where it's like the dog attacks the kid in the family room. It's like, who's filming the family room?
Yeah.
What kind of intruders do you got coming inside?
Yeah, nah.
You're gonna wait until the burglars get inside?
Yeah, right. Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't want cameras inside my house because once they get inside, no rules.
Mm-hmm.
The really old intercom systems.
Oh, that's one. Yeah.
Those are ripping out now.
Do people still do intercom systems?
They don't.
Like at the
call
gate?
you. I can just call you.
Yeah, we'll ring the gate and it rings their phone. It's an app now. Or we'll call. I mean, we have a control system that can do one-way intercom to where if you hit like a button, it'll just play your voice to them, but they can't talk back. So it's like, I did one system one time where it was like a kitchen and a basement system. And the husband and the wife, they were like, look, we have a big house. We just want to call our kids at dinner when it's time. I'm like, okay. So I put a little touchpad in their kitchen that can do the one way.
Yeah.
So every time she needs to get her kids' attention, get them upstairs, she's like, hey, I need you guys to come upstairs. Like, that's what she wanted. And she actually used it a lot, which is cool. And then if the kids want to get their parents' attention from all the way upstairs, they'll intercom from them up to get their attention.
Yeah, it's funny because I have one of those set up at home that with the Google speakers, you can set up a broadcasting. So you can broadcast. And because Anna never has her fucking phone on Do Not Disturb. So I could text her that I'm dying and she wouldn't know because she doesn't get notifications.
Ariel's the same way. I would die in a fire.
Yeah, dude.
She'd text me back 2 days later.
Yeah, you okay? So anytime I need something from Anna, I don't call her. I just broadcast to it. Say if I'm outside and I don't know, switching out her lights. And I'm like, can you check if both of these are on? So I just call and I'm like, can you look outside? And then it broadcasts to her and then she looks outside. Yeah, so that's just pretty cool that you can do that in people's homes with that are massive.
And it's like a carrier pigeon. Just call her in. Call.
Yeah, dude.
You just swoop her into the come into the coop.
Let me know if this works.
The ring concept's cool. The one thing that drives me is every time I ring a doorbell, that ring chime is so freaking loud. I'm like, everyone on this block knows I'm ringing this doorbell right now. Yeah. Like, there is a way to quiet it. I'm like, just turn it off. Like, ring inside. We don't need to ring outside. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Come on.
Yeah, everyone's looking outside.
Yeah, like, what are the Smiths doing?
Yeah. I always think it's funny when people, I mean, this never happens to me because I'm not out there ringing doorbells. But on Instagram or stuff where people are ringing doorbells and they're about to break in and people are like, yo, you better not come in here. And it's like, bitch, you're not inside this house. If you're talking to me through this intercom, you're not inside.
Yeah, I'll come in.
I'm calling bluff. You're in Florida.
Yeah, I'm coming in right now.
There was a news report of a guy running up to homes that would scream, Alexa, open the door. And it was unlocking the front or back door.
Oh, shit.
Because they had their smart locks connected to the Alexa system. So the guy was just going right in their houses, like, without even have to pull out a screwdriver.
Wait, houses or asses?
Houses. Did I say asses? Houses.
I heard houses.
We're going to have to run it back. We're going to have to run it back.
Dude, your ass is Alexa accessible? That's crazy. That's not that tight-knit security, man.
Yo, did you just say that?
You said it. You said, did you say ass?
I feel like
house?
we went to first grade and then you just like straight to 12th.
Imagine like Alexa opened his ass. Shit does it. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, that's how they do it in prison now.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa, open.
Please.
There's no police in prison.
There's no please. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. My bad. I didn't mean to say that.
I don't know. They probably say please in prison.
You think prisons...
It's a very orderly place.
You think it's more
hierarchy.
PC?
There's a hierarchy.
Yeah. You think prison's soft now?
No.
People say please and thank you.
No.
I will not last a minute. I'm staying.
Yeah, I would not last a minute
outside
in
the
prison
fence.
either. I don't think I would. I think,
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah, no.
I have comments on this, but
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
man.
it's
It is
not.
what it is.
I'm just gonna get us in trouble. It's June.
You're right. It is June.
You got this far, not
That's a
getting in
good
trouble yet.
observation.
No, we have.
Yeah, we're 6 months deep, man. It's not bad.
It's June. We're just gotta make it through the year.
Yeah, yeah.
We're just gotta get to 2025.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
We're doing it though.
Yeah. Episode 205 or 6 or 7 or 8.
Hell yeah, dude.
205, 206.
Yeah, man. Shout out Ryan for coming on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you for
This is a
coming
good
on.
I love
time.
being on here. This is like the third time. You just get like hats, like the 3-Timers Club.
Yeah, right.
3 Timers Club.
Look them up. Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go to the showroom when it's all said and done.
So right now we're going through a little bit of a shift.
Mhm.
We're gonna have another new showroom / design center in the mainline Ardmore area by the end of the year, and probably next year, end of Q1, start of Q2. We'll do a full revamp of the Montgomeryville showroom, which has been since 2017 since that building's really gotten a facelift. Now we're just kind of freshening up, making it presentable, new product, changing some ideas. But yeah, when that design center kicks off, that's where we should do one because that place is going to be sick.
Oh, dude, we would love to.
Yeah.
It'd be such a good time.
And then if ever a client allows us to do a shoot in the basement of before, after, during, that would be sick too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that that's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might
I think
happen.
that's on the schedule.
Yeah, that's on the schedule, dude.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure, dude.
Yeah, I've been in there already. It's making way.
Yeah, I haven't seen that stuff yet, but it'll be in there.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of the beginning. It was a lot of chaos. It'll probably be a short one.
Yeah, it was very short. But
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll go more into detail when.
Will we combine two places? Like, will one day just be one video, or will it be 2 different places? Never thought about that. I don't know what's better.
Yeah. What is better?
Trial and error.
Separate the projects or.
Because then that kind of makes it like each episode's like a different, like that's kind of like, it's more like about the business than it is about the like, I don't know. I don't
So-
want to make it complicated.
Yeah, I mean, you could do
I would
either.
make, I would want you to watch every episode.
Yeah.
I mean, we can tag it as like, I mean, I guess there's pros and cons.
There
We
is.
can make a playlist if it includes that place,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how you're organizing your.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess separate it.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense. Shoot from the hip, separate it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Rumer,
Ryan, thanks.
we're gonna cut that whole piece out. Right?
My pleasure, guys. Thank you.
If Gilmore forgets, it's you guys got a little inside baseball talk right there about us creating YouTube. Everything's super exciting. It's not.
I watch.
It's fun.
It's fun. I think it's fun.
It's fun. But everybody's like, "Oh my god, YouTube!"
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's a good time.
yeah, it's a good time. We appreciate you coming on. We appreciate everybody
Absolutely.
for listening. Happy hour at the end of the month. Last Wednesday of the month. You sponsored the last one, which we super appreciate.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Absolutely. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for allowing me to do it.
Hopefully, we see you at this next one. Hopefully, see everybody at the next one.